Hello everybody, welcome back to burntchurch. I hope everybody out there is having a good day. This is Saturday, April the 22nd. I've been turkey hunting this morning and came back here. I had some work I needed to do out here. I was going to show y'all a few tools that helps keep the sawmill running. Some of y'all out there that's got sawmills or looking to get into the sawmilling business, you might be picking up a few of these tools along the way before you get your sawmill. The tools I'm going to show you, there might be one or two of them that some of you are not familiar with, but if you've ever been around a mill in the South, you've probably seen these tools. Now, I've never been at mills in the North or out West or anywhere, so I don't know if these tools are there or not. I know one of them's there, and that's the saw. Most every mill I've ever seen's got some kind of chainsaw. And it's the backbone of the work that goes on around the sawmill. But there's a few more tools that are real handy, and you could argue, I guess, saying whether or not you need them or not. So I'll carry you over here and maybe show you a couple of them. Might even get to show you how you use them. Of course, everybody knows how you use a chainsaw. I've been sitting here right now sharpening this one and tightening the chain. And it looks like I've got the chain a little bit too tight. Yeah, I have. I'm going to have to loosen that back up. I've got a slab over here that I need to cut up. It's what I came out here and brought the chainsaw for. I fired it up, tried to cut into it, and it was so dull it wouldn't cut nothing. I hit the tooth on the backhoe the other day with it, and I forgot all about it. And when you hit steel with these, they don't do very good after that. But I want to thank all y'all that's been giving me a lot of watch hours. It's really helping, and I thank you a lot. If you would, hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down, either one. That helps get us into the algorithm to where our videos will get shown to more people. I've got one hack I'll show you if you've got a sawmill similar to this. So the second most used hand tool, I would say, around the sawmill here is this, and we call this a can hook. The way it's used is you hook it in a log like this, and you use it to turn the log. So it comes in real handy. There's not a whole lot of upkeep to these. Most people keep some oil on the handles. And with a good flat file, you can keep the points sharp to where to dig in. These, we don't take real good care of them. I need to put some oil on the handle. But I keep this one laid up here at the front of the mill to where I can come out and turn them when I need to. They have another one on the other side of this log deck too. But I'll show you the hack here in just a minute. I've got, I think, two more tools that I'm going to show you. So this tool here, this is possibly the most hated tool at the sawmill. And what this is a debarker, is what we call it. And on cross ties that we saw here for the railroad, they don't want any bark on them. And if there's any bark left on the edge, you have to take this debarker and scrape it off. Now in the summertime, that's not too bad on most logs. But in the fall and winter, you can get a hickory tie and you can't hardly beat the bark off of it. I've had to take a chainsaw before and try to saw the bark off the side of a hickory tie. But this is what that's for. It's just a flat piece of steel that's semi-sharp on this end, and you just knock the bark off with it. I haven't got one here to show you. I see one laying over here. I don't know if it's got any bark on it or not. We'll go over here and take a look at it and see. I thought this cross tie might have some bark on it, but it don't. It's a bad tie. You can see right here, that right there is just rotted. I didn't see it when I was sawing it. after we slid it out to the end, they saw it on there, and the tie company won't buy them like that. So we're going to have to saw this one on down to a 4x6 or 2 4x6s. But that's how this tool is used. You just knock the bark off of things like that with it. And like I said, this is the most hated tool at the sawmill, especially in the fall of the year. You can get into a lot of work with this. I'll show you one more, I guess number 4. And it's a lifesaver, especially when it comes to these ties. So this is the 4th tool. This is what we call a tie pick. You use it when you're stacking cross ties. I don't have a cross tie other than that one that I just showed you, and it's got stuff sitting on it. I'll show you on this 6x6 how you use this. You stick it in the end of them, and you can pick them up and place them. Using this tie pick, you don't have to use your hands as much. And those cross ties, if you let one of them get on your finger, it'll mash it plumb off. So you can use this to slide them with. And you can use it to pick them up and scoot them with. And most people likes this tool. Compared to the Debarker, most people likes using this one because it saves their back and their fingers. There's one more tool that we use when we're fooling with cross ties, but it's really nothing special. I'll show you what it is. It's this big sledge here. I'm not sure, I think it's around maybe a 10 or 15 pound sledge. And some situations you can't slide the tie. It's wedged in there, or it's just so heavy you can't pick it up and move it. So you use the sledgehammer just to bump them into place. And to tighten them up, it comes in handy for that. Those cross ties are real heavy. Some of them are near 500 pounds or so a piece. So it's real hard on one man to do a lot with them without these tools. Now with these tools, one man can handle them pretty good. Well, that's just a few of the tools that helps keep a sawmill going. And if you're thinking about getting a sawmill and you're going to be sawing some of cross ties or big beams, some of these tools might come in real handy for you. So I hope this has helped some of you. Oh yeah, the one hack I had. We'll go show you that. So I had somebody asking me in one of my videos the other day, I'm sorry I can't remember your name, what this was that they could see over here hanging on the right side of the sawmill. This is a cable that we put up, and we fixed a slide up on it. And we've got our water hose run through this to where it can slide back and forth. If you've got your mill set up permanent, kind of like we have, this is real handy. You don't have to keep filling that jug up that comes with the mill. It's got like a 5-gallon jug up there that you can fill up with water to water your blade with. And that'd work fine if you're moving around everywhere. But since we were set up here permanent and had a water hydrant, we hooked ours direct. That way we can run more water and we don't have to fill up that jug all the time. So right now, to saw an 8-hour day, the only tank I have to fill is the diesel tank. I have to fill it up one time a day. Well, twice. I had to fill it up in the morning, and then at lunchtime I'll add some more to it to finish up the evening. That way you're not constantly having to change water, because I run a lot of water, and you can be your own judge about it. The more you saw, you can figure out if you like more water or not. But the more water I run, it seems like I don't break as many blades, and it seems like my blade will last longer. I'm keeping it cool and it'll stay sharp longer. And that's just my opinion. Everybody's welcome to their own. But if you was to want to fix up this is how we done it. I'll show you over here on the sawmill how we've got it tied into there. So right here's how we tied ours into the sawmill. It already has this hose on the mill. This used to go up here to the water tank. I just took it loose from it and screwed it onto a water hose. I've got the water hose tied off right here with baling wire, and I've also got it tied off right here with baling wire in two different positions. And it's done good for us that way. There shouldn't be anything jerking on this really. It's running over here in the open where your sawdust comes off. And it's worked good for us like that. And you can see it goes into this line and it comes down, and here's a filter that it goes through. And then it goes through the pump. And then from the pump it goes to the blade over there. Now if doing it like this, you pretty much have water running over there all the time. I can't find a way to set it to where there's not water. The pump still works. When you put it in gear as a saw, the pump kicks in and it pumps more water. But you'll have water running out over there all the time doing it like this. But we also had water running out over there all the time when we was running off this jug. I reckon it was siphoning itself through. Well, maybe this will help some of you. And don't forget to hit the like button, share it. If you're on Facebook or any social media, share our videos. It would sure help us a lot. We thank you for watching. We pray God blesses you, and I'll see you in the next one.